Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Dr. S. Venkana. Now, today, going to elective second year, third semester BSc Zoology classes. Our syllabus is now geography, zoo geography. So, this is have the three units. The first one units Geolo geographical regions. How many geographical regions and how to establish and how to this is the uh, find out this particular region and particular uh, places. The first one, geographical regions. First one, um, Palearctic Palearctic region and Nearctic region, Neotropical region, Oriental region, and Australian region, and final Ethiopian regions. So the geographical regions have the six regions. One is the Palearctic region, Nearctic region, Neotropical region, Oriental region, and Australian region. Last one, Ethiopian region. So this is having the first one unit. Then second unit, geographical region, climatic and faunal particulars. The climatic and faunal pelicities. Then this is have the another unit. The next one, uh, Wallace line and discontinuous distributions and continental drift. So this is the unit is very important. The Wallace line and discontinuous distributions, and again continental drift also. So this is the one of the geographical region syllabus. Your syllabus, basic second year, third semester, and elective paper. So again, however, uh, the geographical regions, how to the find out and how to the areas of find out this particular region. So the first one, so the first one main things are observe the particular the objectives. Objectives mainly identify that some animals are confined to certain parts of the globe. Then next one objectives is understand the nature of different animals and their different habitats. And habitats is different because the more than species in occupy the earth's the particular habitats is different because amphibians have the two uh, two types of two types of living habitats like that, for example frog. So that is the different habitats. And again, species fishes are only living in aquatic animals. So that is the habit is different. So then habitats is different nature and different nature and having the different adaptations also. Some animals have the like that particular region, and amphibians, for example, amphibians, reptiles, waves, and protozoans. So different animals are different to particular places are different um, and adaptations also. So this is the consideration how the habitats are different. The next one, the now's the island fauna. So which is islands are how many types of fauna? Like the living organisms, a group of living organisms, the group of families are living in particular places and particular islands. It is called as uh, the colonies. So that is the colony. So one type of the colony is the adaptation and habitats. It is called as the living particular places or particular islands. It is called as the colony. Then next again the object is discontinued distribution certains of animals. Discontinued distribution like that amphibians. For example, amphibians living in two particular regions like that. Amphibians the both are living in two terrestrial animals and aquatic animals. It is called as the amphibian. So that is the living in particular two places, two regions. So that is called as a two types of one type. So the example is frog. Then next one, identify the animals their respective realms. So that is the main geographical regions. The objectives. So introduction, geographical introduction. The earth is populated by a variety of living beings, because the first living beings in earth, BGA, blue green algae. So this is the single cell animal. Nowadays the cells are the functionally different, the types of multicellular animals living in like that. So the populated the variety of living in beings of earth. The connecting our attention on the vertebrates, the especially mammals and birds and even reptiles, amphibians also, we find there is a glaring, glaring disparities in the distribution above the from the various part of the world. So, for example, so I'm telling last few minutes back, the vertebrates, especially like that vertebrates, especially mammals, birds, reptiles, and amphibians, we find their glaring disappeared in the distribution of the above forms of the various part of the world. So, because this particular species or particular phylum animals, the cells are very developmented, and at the same time, the animals having the different uh, different uh, having the different structures like that adaptations. It is called as the adaptation like that amphibians. The amphibians living in particular two places like that water. It is called as the limnatic animals. Then at the same time living in amphibians and terrestrial. So this animal both are living in two particular regions. But in case the animal is living in water, the respiration by the gills. At the same time, that animal living in terrestrial, the respiration by the lungs. So these functions are formation and adaptation to the frogs like that amphibians. So this is the very important of the adaptations and habitats in the animal particular regions. The reason for this due to the primary factors evolution like organ disappear, barriers and isolation. So because this is very variation and considered to the particular factors, the reason for this due to the primary factors is very important. The each and every phylum animals, the primary factors is very important, because the primary factors have the like that origin and disappeal, barriers and isolations. So this is the considerations of the habitat of the particular animals. Then every animal population or species take its origin in relatively small area somewhere in the world. So I'm discussed a few minutes back, each and animals and origin related small areas like that small areas and islands. It is called as the one type of colony. animals and different species choose the different species. That is called as a different colonies. Then same species animals having the group of fish are living in particular region and particular place. It is living in that is the boundary of line. It is called as the colony. So its success depends upon various aspects like it reproductive capacity and adaptability new conditions in the widest sense. So because the species are living in particular spaces having the more than and reproductive activities, very development of reproductive activities, and and at the same time and capacity of adaptability of new conditions in the world and widest senses. When it is become the successful and increase in the number of spreads to wider areas due to the population pressures, it is called as the population pressures and gets disappeared. At the same time, the increasing number of animals and spread the particular areas and particular colonies, that is uh, the one of the name as population pressure. It gets disappeared also because the living animals in the each and every phylum living animals the particular life and lifespan is there. So some lifespan is the completed, then again the report is the at the same breed and the same uh, babies are production to the increasing of number of production of the this is it is called as the population pressure. But this is disappearal is not a universal because any animal has a limited capacity to migrate given its power to our locomotion. So one of the main important the animals like that mammals, reptilians, and amphibian birds also very important of habit and habitats the migration. The why because the adaptation of migrations in animals, those are three factors. The first one, main one, food, main one, food particulars of food. The next one, reproductive activities. Third one, the protection. So the animal's adaptation to the migration, one place to another place. For example, anguilla fish, migration, anadromous and catadromous. Then when you are when he is the animal like that example anadromous adaptations by catadromous. When he is the pregnant, the fish migrate to the salt water to fresh water. Then after delivery, after new baby born, then again come back to the catadromas. So this is the one type of migration. This migration is very protect and reproduction of and strength more than increasing of more number of same animals. It is called as the one type of migration, anadromous and catadromous. In like that too, fishes. Then same again like that see the birds and reptiles and mammals also. Then again the forest dwelling forms cannot cross the deserts and so on. Thus the animals ultimately get the comfort within the certain boundaries and cannot spread throughout the world. This phenomena is called as isolation. Very, very important. What is the isolation? Isolation is means the variation different to the one species to another species or one phylum to another phylum. Like that, animals ultimately get confined within the certain boundaries and cannot spread the throughout the world. Cannot spread like that. Amphibians living in not particular areas. It is the living in the particular boundaries, the particular areas, the particular colonies. So that is the phenomenon is called as the isolation. Very very important. So this distribution of the animals partly influenced by the occasionally changes. What is the occasional changes like that? Um, for example, migration and reproductive and nutrition and protection of our particular species like that. Uh, one single cellular animals to the multicellular animals. So in fact, changes which is continuous to that take place through a quite improperly that takes place on the physical face of the earth. Though each and every animal, the face of the physical faces like that problems and growth, it is the one of the physical facing. The land areas become the isolation by the development of water phases of or water recurves and land bridges are established like that. Water bridges and lands, and in recent and historic times man has also contributed largely in this disappeal, carrying horse, rabbits and mongoose and so on. So man are carrying in the particular like that isolation. So the isolation periodic and isolation is meant to the when is having the development of water pressures like that water recades and land bridges are established in because the animals is a certain the growing the I increasing a high number of same species. The variation neutralists become the interested in the study of the distribution these animals and attempted to the divided the world into various regions based on the distribution. Yes, discontinued distribution and distribution. So discontinued distribution is the, uh, for example, one animal is not any adaptations changes. The living by birth of animal and the period of birth to death. There is no changes of no adaptation in the body. This is called as the discontinuous distribution. Thus, then again, distributions of interested in the study of area distribution. The animals and attempted to divided in the world various regions based on their distribution because for example is uh, some region is having the multiple adaptations like that water sources and forest sources and grain sources. So that is the having the particular places. Some places are having the only desert areas. There is no chance at all to the water and forest. So the particular adaptation is different. For example, like that camel. So camel is having the forest desert nova. It is example of desert nova. So this is the adaptation and habitats and different of desert and grassland animals. So that is the reason based on the distributions. Then apart from the individual objectives, consideration, attention given the particular animals group also gives rise to the certain disappears. The particular disappears. I like that too, and I'm telling now, particular regions like that too, mangroves and mangroves region. So this is the mangrove region, salt water and desert areas. So that is the particular region distribution, the particular areas. Then one of the scientists having the give the suitable theory and suitable examples also given them. Alfred Russel Wallace is the one of the name of scientist. Alfred Russel Wallace in year of 1876. The father of modern geography. He is the father of modern geography. Who is the father of modern geography? the Alfred Russel Wallace in year of 1876. He is the father of modern geography with clutters classification but project oriental instead of Indian and African. So Indian and African Asians, one of the Asians, choose the Asians in the two countries like that. One is the India and another country is of Africa. So he is the father of modern geography, Alfred Russel Wallace, 1876. Then in 1876, Wallace published the first map of global terrestrial geographical region prepared on this basis of distribution and taxonomic relationship of the mammalian groups. Yes, he is the first Wallace. Distribution and taxonomic relationship of the mammalian groups. Distribution and taxonomic relationship by the mammalian groups. There's a first map of global terrestrial geography. Only terrestrial. And few minutes, few seconds ago, I will discuss to uh, limnatic animals and terrestrial animals, and so it is the only he is the Alfred Russell Wallace. He is the first global map is gives the only one is the uh, terrestrial geographical region prepared. Terrestrial region prepared. So like that distribution and the taxonomic relationship of the mammalian group. This classification has become important in the modern biogeography. Modern biogeography. What is a biogeography? Bio means living animals. Geography means distribution in the places of different areas. So it is called as the biogeography and and referred for biodiversity studies and conservation science. He is also referred. Who is the referred? The Alfred Russel Wallace also referred to biodiversity and conservation science. Conservation science. Conservation means in the two types of artificial conservation and natural conservation. So he is the biodiversity and conservation referred to the Alfred Russell's and science based on uh, affinities between terrestrial fauna and flora. Wallace div- divided the world into six terrestrial geographical units, continents, six continents. The six continents units of terrestrial geographical. The following is the classification for regions, realms based on the studies of Wallace, 1876, and Darlington, Darlington in 1957 is the one of the best suggestion to the six continents like geographical in worldwide like that classification regions. The first one Palearctic region, PA, Palearctic region. Subregions also having the six. The first one Euro Siberian, second one Mediterranean basin, third one Sahara and Arabian deserts, fourth one Western and Central Asias, and fifth one East Asia, and sixth one freshwater region. He is the Palearctic region, PA. Then second one Ethiopian, ET or Afrotrophic AF region, Afrotrophic region. So this is having the four subregions. East Africa, second one, East of West Africa, third one South Africa, and fourth one Malay Madagascar. Madagascar. Then third one Oriental or Indo-Malayan region. Oriental Indo-Malayan region. He is having the three sub-regions. The first one, Indian subcontinent. Second one, Indo-China. And third one, uh, Sunda Self and Philippines. Sunda and Self Philippines. The fourth one, Australian region. Australian region having the four subregions have the first one, Astro Malayan, Australian, and third one, Polynesian, and fourth one, New Zealand subregion. Then fifth one, Neotropical region, TN, Neotropical region. This is having the four subregions. First one, Chilean, second, Brazilian, third one, Mexican, fourth one, Antillean and West Indies. The sixth one, last one, Nearctic NA region is having the subdivisions of four. First one, Canadian Shell, third one, Eastern North America, third one, Western North America, fourth one, Northern Mexico and Southwestern North America. So this is the uh, worldwide into six terrestrial geographical continents is followed by the Wallace in 1876 and Darlington in 1957. So he is choosing the particular distribution of the particular areas like that desert and forest and seas and like that. The first one, the Pierre region. What is the Pierre region? Palearctic region. The Palearctic region. So this is see this is the introduction of this is the largest of six regions. The first one is the largest region. Palearctic region. Pierre region is the largest region compared to the remaining five six regions. The in embrace the whole Eurasian continent, including Indian subcontinent below Himalayas and including Persia, Iran, Afghanistan, Africa, north of Sahara, and Great Britain, Japan, and Japan, non-living range of China, including various continental islands. It is the largest of six regions of Palearctic region. It is the including India and subcontinents of below Himalayas and including of Persia and Iran, Afghanistan, Africa, North Sahara, and Great Britain, Japan, and China. This region shows wide range of temperature, greater fluctuation in the amount of rainfall and diversity of physical features. So each and every region, the consideration of the particular of temperature and greater fluctuations of the amount of rainfall and diversity of physical features. The physical features like the temperature, rainfall, and grass and growing of trees and animals. So this is the particular of physical regions. There are certain the similarities found between the Palearctic and Nearctic regions, which the promoted to club both into the big Holarctic region. So those are two regions like that. Nearctic regions and last one and first one Palearctic regions, and both regions are promoted like that to execute the club into the big Holarctic regions. So because this is the Nearctic region is the last sixth one region and Palearctic is the first one region. So both are promoted and execute to the particular animals and particular Holarctic region. This region possesses 135 families and terrestrial 135 families of terrestrial like that among those of amphibians 10, reptilians 24, and families of rodents like the birds are 28 and mammals 33. Two families of rodentia are quite uh, peculiar in the this region. This following the fauna are characteristics of this region. So my point of view, the particular region of which is the highest or largest region, the Palearctic is the largest region. So this is the uh, yes, this is chapter is geographical areas, the elective paper, second year, third semester. So after class, I will discuss the any doubts not involve of middle of classes. Uh, okay, use the latecomers. Okay, right. So listen clearly, and I will discuss to the your syllabus and elective paper second year, third sem geography is the one of the discussion now discussion going on to the Palearctic regions. Okay, right. So this region, like that, Palearctic region and Nearctic regions, both are execute like that promote to the into the Holarctic regions. This particular regions living in 135 families of terrestrial vertebrates. Only clear is the terrestrial vertebrates. So terrestrial vertebrates are respiration by the only lungs, but aquatic animals respiration by the gills. So both are different. So is Alfred Russell and Darlington choose is the particular continents like the terrestrial geography needs to continents the followed the classification the regions because this is the having the 135 families are living in only terrestrial vertebrates. The terrestrial vertebrates respiration by the lungs, so living in earth. So like that too, amphibians 10 species, 10 type of species, reptilians 24, birds 68, and mammals 33. Two families of Rodentia and aquatic pericular this region. This following the fauna of the characters of region. So each and fauna having the some particular characters like that. So I'm already few minutes to discussion. So what is the amphibians? What is amphibians? Amphibian means animals is living in two particular places. The one is the terrestrial places and the next one the aquatic places. When the amphibian one of the amphibian example for example frog, when is the living in water, that is the respiration by the gills. Then same amphibian frog living in terrestrial, then respiration depend by the uh, respiration by the lungs. So those are different. So the particular fauna as the character is the different. So the characters vertebrates in fauna, the fish, for example, fish is the living in aquatic animals. So this is the respiration by gills, uh, five pairs of gills having the fishes. So this is a cold blood, and the structure is also different. So for example, crab, salmon, and some type of freshwater fish regions. Then amphibians, like that example, so Protida, Salmon and Amphibidae, like that, I know, discuss. And reptilians. Reptiles means the snakes, like that, lizard, trigonopus, alligators, birds. Birds like that, Clombidae and Arctic Tuna and Vents, Warbless, gases, etc. Then mammals. Among the 39 mammals families of characters mammals family, the like that including of Telepida, moles, and beavers. So this is the characteristic of vertebrates of fauna. The other important of faunas of region in the reptilians, birds, and also mammals. So this is the Palearctic region is the biggest and largest the region compared to the remaining regions. And the Palearctic reptilians are the related to the African and Oriental forms. So while Palearctic regions, birds and mammals are related to the Nearctic forms. Nearctic forms region is the last region. So some elements, because this is the animals are having the habitats decided to the living in particular worldwide particular places. So for example, so parasitic birds and mammals are same nearctic forms because the particular areas of so some animals are some fishes and some very type of another type of animals living in particular places, particular islands. It is called as the colony. So why? Because the living in prepared by the particular regions having the reproductive activities and nutrients and protection. So that is the formation of particular living. So this side of Wallace is recommended the characters of fauna. Palearctic birds and mammals are related to the Nearctic region. So because generally speaking, the Palearctic regions is less rich than Ethiopian and Oriental regions with regard to the vertebrate fauna. So, however, in the warmer areas of zone, considerable riches is the observed the faunal population. So, this is the very important of Palearctic region of. This is the largest of six regions of Palearctic region. He is having the 135 families of terrestrial animals, not only aquatic animals, only for terrestrial vertebrates. Why? Because the scientists having the only the fauna and flora Wallace divided into the worldwide in six regions. It is called as geographical units. So the following the qualifications of regions like that six. First one Palearctic region, and second one Ethiopian region, and third one Oriental region, and fourth one Australian region, fifth one Neotropical region, and the sixth one Nearctic region. So this is only is considerable and will decide to the only terrestrial vertebrates. Then next one Ethiopian region. The second one Ethiopian region, Ethiopian region. So it is consists of southern part of the Tropic of Cancer, most of the African mainlands, southern part of Arabia and Madagascar. So the Ethiopian region is the lowest to rain because it is the physiological every region and beyond the physiological features like that. To physiological means is the temperature and rain and pressure and uh, and clouds. So this is the physiological pressures. So like that, this is the Ethiopian region has the uh, second region. This consists of the southern part of the Tropic of Cancer, the most of the African mainlands, southern part of the Arabian and Madagascar. Sahara forms of the largest barrier, beginning the largest in the world. So everyone knows that Sahara desert because it is the very lowest rainfall percentage. Raining percentage is the lowest in the particular uh, Sahara areas like that too. Everyone know that the Sahara forms the greatest barrier, beginning the largest in the world. The Ethiopian region is provided with the lux luxuriant variation, especially into the eastern, eastern region in the almost uniform uh, con conditions prevalent in the region. The generally it is the warm region. So very important warm region because there is a temperature of high. Like that, for example, temperature 48 to 54 centigrades for day. So there is a warm region places because low rain percentage. The most of the animals living in the region appear to the particular of this region. Like that, for example, camel. Then, however, the similarities exist with the fauna belonging to the Palearctic and region, the Oriental region. It is on the inductions that is the one of the time those region were united together. So, for example, the each and every terrestrial vertebrates living in particular places. For example of each and every animal having the particular adaptations, because the continuation of the life, uh, correlation of lives and habitats is the same. So this is the Ethiopian region, like that, the warm region, because the desert areas, for example of Sahara. So the fauna of the region is the most varied and rich type. There are the 161 terrestrial vertebrates families, are good number of them are not found the outside the region. 161, like that, amphibians, fishes, reptilians, birds, animals, for example. So this is the Ethiopian second region of Ethiopian. The freshwater fishes, birds, and mammals show the good similarities to Oriental region. So Oriental is compared to the, for example, fishes and birds and animals show the good similarities to the Oriental. Like that similarity means the physical similarities and digestive similarities and excretion similarities. So this is the similarities same the particular region places of Oriental places and Ethiopian places of some good characters and good similarities in the Oriental regions. Because for examples of respiration is the same, and digestive system is the same, and excretion system is the same. So that is the similarities in the two region living in fish and birds and mammals also. And the reptiles are less insectives. The two regions share many families of the vertebrates. However, there are certain fishes, mammals that are the endemic of Africa and not found in outside. The fauna is the much diversity in the tropical regions. So, for example, the some particular animals, the particular species like that, reptilians not living in the Sahara deserts, because the habitats are different. So living in only particular some species and some animals are in particular regions, because mainly depend by the uh, adaptations and habitats. The main consideration of this, because each and every region beyond of the physical features depend by the growing of high level of increasing of population, like that, amphibians and reptilians, birds, mammals also. So each and every animal and each and every phylums and development growth by the physical features of the particular areas. This scientist of the Wallace is given to the only terrestrial vertebrates. Those terrestrial vertebrates of general character, each and everyone know that general character. First one, respiration and digestive system.
Respiration, excretion, digestion.
Yes. So this is the everyone knows that. Particularly the he is the scientist. Wallace is design of the particular region. Only taken the only terrestrial vertebrates. Then he is not considered of aquatic animals, because aquatic animals have the different characters, different physical features, and different life cycle. So the scientist has taken the only one, choose the only one terrestrial vertebrates. So because he is the correlation in the one by one parallel, the first regions. So first region, Palearctic region, and second one, Ethiopian region. Then next one, third one, Nearctic region. Yes, Nearctic region. So Nearctic region is the North American and Greenland, new found in island, including in this region. The region presence of great variety of Greenland is Arctic with the thick ice. So Arctic is a formation by the ice. Ice means is the temperature minus 37 degrees Celsius. The complete Earth surface layer, complete formation by the ice. It is not growth of and plant and some animals. Only some animals have adaptation this particular areas because Arctic region is the formed by earth layer surface the thick ice, grasslands in the middle regions, and the northern region. And it is the example northern region means is the tundra, beginning confused and estuarinous part beginning the deciduous in the nature of their forests. The western region is the mountains, is the region like that mountains. Mountains is the highest hills. So is a minus 37 degrees. The low temperature and low raining percentage. It is every time is occupying the surface of layer, earth surface of layer formation the ice and smallest grasslands. So this is the nature and of Nearctic region. This region fauna shows similarities of Palearctic region and European, thus including the both of those regions in the Palearctic regions. These regions of Nearctic region animals, the some features and some living particular faunas, same Palearctic region. The Palearctic region is the largest region, the first region. So similarities, some characters are similarity of the Nearctic region, like that fishes, amphibians, and reptiles, birds, and mammals. Through there are the similarities of several of the above general between Nearctic and Palearctic. There is the several exclusive forms. All in all, the fauna present is very rich. So exclusive, not including, exclusively the same similar characters of Palearctic region and Nearctic region. In all of the fauna present is very high rich. So this is, for example, where is the consideration? The consideration is the only terrestrial vertebrates, like that to birds, reptilians, mammals, and amphibians also. So those are all in the families and all in the species. The presence in very high reach in Palearctic and Nearctic regions. Then last to fifth one, the neotropical region. Neotropical region. This region composed of South and Central America. This is the South and Central America, besides of southern Mexico and West Indian islands. This is one of the three main region and is called as the Neogea. Neogea. So Neogea means is the three highlands, the only three islands region, the particular places adjoining. It is called as adjoining West Inlands, America, Central America, and Southern Mexico. So these three regions are called as the Neogea. This is the tropical region, but as the one progress south and southward of the temperature gets reduced. So this temperature is the one of the physical structure, the physical region. So because the temperature gets reduced this particular region of neotropical region. So the Amazon regions as the thick forest. Everyone know that highest increasing of oxygen and releasing of the which forest? Amazon forest. Amazon region as the thick forest in the worldwide. 98% is occupied the forest in Amazon. The savannas, grasslands, and deserts of the western regions are present. The neotropical and nearctic regions are separate from the long period, giving opportunity of independent evolutionary centers. So, nearctic, what is the nearctic region? The nearctic region, what is the combination? The physical structures? The nearctic, the region having the entire surface of earth layer ice. The temperature is minus 37 degrees. The neotropical region is the different. It is the 37 degree Celsius of temperature. So moderate temperature. One of the those are different. That is the ice formation in the earth surface. nearctic region, and neotropical region is a surface of the moderate temperature. So those are different in between two regions. Okay, are you understood? So the neotropical and nearctic regions are the spread of the long period, giving the opportunity for the independent evolutionary centers. And as the important mountains range in this region, the mountain regions are having this the particular in the neotropical regions. The characteristics of the characteristics and vertebrates of fauna. This is the great wealth of peculiar fauna as well as large number of spe- special types. The growing of large number of special types of in this particular because this is the living in animals occupying the suitable temperature and suitable rainfalls. So this is the very particular region of the family. Each and every animals are growing out, highly growing of this particular regions compared to the nearctic regions. Because nearctic is living in only some animals are living that adaptations having this because the earth layer surface the formation of ice and the temperature is minus degree 37 degrees Celsius. Apes are absent and the monkeys are very peculiar, known as New World monkey or pythons. The bats are very peculiar, or insectives are not represented well. There are species of carnivores which are very peculiar. What is the carnivores? What is the meaning of carnivores?
Who eat the flesh of different animals are called as carnivores.
Yes, carnivores is the taking of meat. It is called as a carnivores. Herbivores means the taking of only green plants taking the food. It is called as a carnivores. The six types of animals are carnivores, herbivores, omnivores, frutivores. So that is the different habitats and adaptations also. So very highest growth in the particular neotropical regions, the carnivores like that to lion, tiger, and dog. So, for example, so he is belongs to carnivorous species. The ultimately the types of deer, pigs, camel, antelope, sheep, goats, and cattle represent them. So, cattle is the herbivores. Cattle is the herbivores. So, this is the neotropical region is the very growing and very developing of highest region compared to the Palearctic and Nearctic regions. Out of this neotropical region living in, out of the total 155 families terrestrial vertebrates, 39 are confined of this region, like that monkeys and mammals and chimpanzee, so etc. So that is the mud puppets, Amazon reptilians of particulars, like that some animals. Because the complete the total families of